I'm Reece Stein at your leisure on a tour of Dublin, Ireland, and we'll start at one of the most famous travel sites in town, notorious Kilmainham Jail. Why would a 200-year-old prison with a history of torture and death now be deemed a national monument? Well, those who fought to preserve the site consider it a symbol of Ireland's fight for independence and a testament to the hardships endured by those seeking social justice and equal rights. In May of 1916, 14 leaders of the Easter Rising insurrection were executed here, turning many against British rule and stimulating wide support for Irish independence. Down the street, a more pleasant sight, historic St. Patrick's Cathedral, named for the patron saint and national apostle of Ireland. It dates from 1220 and is filled with monuments, 19th century stained glass, and beautiful ladies' chapel. And just a 10-minute walk away, St. Odin's Church, built in 1190, the oldest active parish church in Dublin, best known for the early Celtic gravestone, known as the Lucky Stone. Patrons have been rubbing it for good luck since 1309. Around back of the church, the old city gate, the only surviving portal through Dublin's medieval wall. And a brisk 12-minute walk up the hill takes us to Dublin Castle, built in 1680. For centuries, it was the seat of English rule in Ireland. The throne was built for a visit by King George IV and later used by Queen Victoria. Since Irish independence in 1921, the castle has served as a government complex and major tourist attraction. The Irish president is still inaugurated here, as well as state receptions. The throne is today nothing more than a bit of history, and the courtyard is overseen by Lady Justice with her scales and lightsaber.
Well, I hope that they will get a little better understanding of our history and what we have put up with over the last 800 or 900 years since we were invaded and taken over by the British.
We head north through Temple Bar, crossing the River Liffey on the city's oldest pedestrian bridge, built in 1816. The Halfpenny Bridge is a rare cast iron span. It replaced 7 ferries. Our destination is number 14 Henrietta Street. Built in the 1740s as an opulent Georgian mansion, by the late 1800s it had deteriorated to an overcrowded, unsanitary tenement slum. 17 families of more than 100 souls crammed into the building, which was served by a single outside water tap and maybe one toilet. The last resident moved out in 1979. Dublin City took it over, refurbished the building into an award-winning museum. But when it comes to museums, nothing tops Ireland's National Gallery with its spectacular collection of mummified bog men. The Clonachaven man, 5 foot 9 inches tall, 25 years old, when he was killed, mutilated, and dumped naked in a peat bog more than 2,000 years ago. Over 4,500 square miles of Ireland are covered in peat bogs, wetlands made up of decaying plant matter. Gallag man is a rare full-body mummy, about 6 feet tall. He was strangled at the age of 25 and buried in 10 feet of peat between 470 and 120 BC. The body shrunk, but is in exceptional condition. He was found in 1821. The arms, hands, and chest of old Gallag man are as well preserved as anything in the oxygen-free bog. His fingers are exceptional and well manicured. He was likely a man of some status. Of the 130 bodies found in Irish bogs, 4, including Parentstown man, are on display in Ireland's National Museum. Dublin's compact size, well-designed streets, and flat terrain make for pleasurable strolling through the busy quad and 19th century buildings of historic Trinity College, along the central River Liffey, ancient trade artery from Viking times with many colorful bridges, the 18th century Custom House, rebuilt after a fire in 1921. The memorial to the Great Famine stands at the pier where 1 million Irish boarded ships to the New World. Another 1 million left behind didn't survive.
This is one of the good things about travel, is you get more understanding of the world.
Another famous monument honors the fictional Molly Malone, selling her cockles, mussels in Dublin's fair city. In coming weeks, we'll explore Ireland's scenic west coast and the tumultuous history that still divides Northern Ireland. Reece Stein with Marianne in Dublin, Ireland.